Hello and welcome to another Brawl gameplay video. There's a new set out, which means new legendaries, including this guy, Szarel, the Genesis Shepherd, who's the face commander from the commander precons. And we're going to try and play both of them on the channel for Brawl. Big fan of them. The precons were excellent. The commanders are really fun and interesting. The reprints were good. The new cards were good. Oh god, we live in a golden age of good precons. Anyway, Szarel in this format, which is Brawl. Now remember, this format is basically dual commander. It's quite cutthroat. Some people play it quite casually, but of course, some people play it to absolutely ruin your day. I'm somewhere in the middle, but I am going to use Szarel and his best friend. It's down here somewhere. Where is it? Where's my new friend? I'm sure it's in the deck. There it is. Stripmine, baby. It's on Arena. It's legal in Timeless. So it's legal in Brawl. As you're going to see in our games, it's going to be pretty damn good at being an absolute fucker. The deck is somewhere between a lands deck and an aristocrats deck, because Szarel says when you may play land cards from your graveyard, or whenever you sacrifice a non-token permanent during your turn, put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Szarel's power on up to one other target creature. So in essence, that's mainly going to be our sack lands. That's our fetch lands. We're playing all the off-color ones as well, like Arid Mesa and such. We're playing, I think it's just 7 basics, but all of the Surveil lands, the Triome, in this case the Proving Grounds, and all of the shock lands too. And essentially, when we crack our fetches and do a load in a turn, we can put a load of counters onto another creature equal to his power. If we can bump Szarel's power himself, using like a Bristly Bale or a Gladiolus Amicitia, then we can put more counters on stuff. The deck, like I said, plays sack outlet stuff. So we've got like Sylvan Safekeeper for sacking lands, and Reclaimer to a lesser extent. We've got Umbral Collar Zealot for sacking bodies and artifacts, and it allows us to sack other things that aren't just lands to power out this like killer turn. We have Creative Hoof Behemoth, which we end up with some mana, but then we have all the land endings too. Everything from your Harrow style Spring Bloom Druid up to Oracle of Muldrotha. Azusa hasn't made the cut yet. Maybe she should be. Oracle of Muldrotha. Primetime's in here, but honestly, Primetime is just worse than Gladiolus in this deck. A 6-mana 6/6 that finds us any specific land. Sure, Primetime gets us 2, but when that land enters the battlefield, or any land enters the battlefield for that matter, you get +2/+2 and Trample, so it allows us to put Trample on Evasion onto the creature that we're pumping off as Szarel himself. Also, we can put the pump onto Szarel, so as we sack a lot of lands and bodies, we can then use Szarel's 4 power or 6 power to put 4 or 6 counters respectively onto our creatures. This might be the only deck in history where Gladius Amicita, whatever the fuck his name is, big man with big sword, is just better than Primeval. Also, can we just talk about how I think Gladiolus, because he's like a Primetime, just looks like a fucking giant. Like, there's nothing for scale here. There's no birds. When you look at Primetime's art, I'm sure there's a bird in here somewhere. Oh fuck, it's like, where's Wally? Is there a bird? Is that a bird on his thigh? He's just pleased to see me. Either way, because it was comparable to Primetime, I just assumed this guy is like 28 foot tall. Am I wrong? Beyond that, we have Mayhem Devils. We have like ways for lands to ping when they come in, including new ones like Tannock and Sabo Tender. And overall, the deck is very, very fun. The ostrich in the room, not elephant, because it looks more like a bird than an elephant. I mean, it looks just like a fucking bird. What am I talking about? Why am I obsessed with birds today? Hearthhold is probably the better commander. Some people think it's a 4-mana do nothing. Those people are fucking idiots. Being able to crew this for 2 is very easy to then sack a land and get an Explore out of it, which draws you an extra card beyond the normal Explore. Anyway, Hearthhold is probably more competitive. It's probably more lean. It's probably more low to the ground. It's probably more powerful overall. I think Szarel is a more interesting commander. It's a bit more expensive, of course, because it's not just a make a little land drop, sack lands and get value, and then haste a 6/7 into people and sack your lands to machine gun them down. Szarel also has this like interaction with creatures. It doesn't just care about lands. I think it makes for a much more fun and interesting deck building experience than Hearthhold did when I first tried to play it this morning. If this video does really well, if this video gets more than 25k views, I will actually do a Hearthhold video as well. But it won't, so I'm free from that. If you like the video, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if you want to see one of the other commanders from the new precons in Brawl. So that's the robot that looks like Dooley from the Bazaar, or his spaceship, the Proliferate decks. And let me know what you think of the deck in the comment section below as well. I do enjoy playing Brawl, so I do want to play more on the channel. I've toyed with the idea of actually making a separate gameplay channel, because YouTube seems to tank this shit in the algorithm. I'm unsure right now, but the more you interact with this video, the more likely I am to do more, and it really helps. If you enjoy the video and you want to buy some singles or seal product, you can go to coolstuffinc.com in North American Peninsula. Use the code Kenobi at checkout to get 5% off your order. And it helps to support the show. And in Europe, it's PK edging until the end of the month. That's a day or 2 to go. And you get 5% off your order on sale price, on non-sale and non-pre-order items. There'll be a new code in August. And if you want to directly support me, patreon.com, get involved in my Discord server. This morning, we argued about calories, maintenance, and dieting. That's right. That's not really a selling point, is it? That sounds fucking awful.
Game!
We're in against Felothar the Steadfast. I think he sacks stuff to put counters on things. Is that him? Nope. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Creature you control can attack as though they didn't have a defender. Pick a mana tap, sacrifice another creature, draw cards equal to that creature's toughness, and then discard cards equal to its power. Okay, and we've got Arcane Signet, Insidious Roots, and Splendid Reclamation. These are all magic cards. None of them really do anything together, but we'll get there. Insidious Roots really needs us to have Soul Cauldron or Familiar. There are 2 engines. Well, would ya look who it is? I'm so fucking good at magic. Here's an Overgrown Tomb tapped. Holding on to fetch lands in case we draw landfall abilities. They play Cold Steel Heart. Sure. Cold Steel Heart. That was my nickname in high school. We draw a Cryptic Gaze. We found a landfall ability in Mossborn Hydra. We play out the Signet. Next to we can play Hydra, play the Polluted Delta, and Groweth the Hydra. Prismatic Vista from them. They're on 4 mana. I guess they're playing the Commander, who's a 5/5 essentially. A 4 mana 5/5. Gordon Bennett. That'd be power creep in like 2009. No, they play a Mana Rock instead, the Celestis. Okay. And they play a 0/4 Hex. You have Hexproof, prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. Sure thing, buddy. Here's a Mossborn Hydra. Here's a Polluted Delta. It groweth. Let's sack this Delta now. We'll go and get an Underground Mortuary. I should have got a red source, but we got the Signet. Like, people don't blow up lands anymore, right? That's not a thing. Our Hydra is a 4/4. We do not have a land drop right now. Oracle of Moldiah might get us there. Splendid Red can also just get the Delta back if we really want to go clutch. They crack a Fable of the Passage, which I am jealous of. I want to crack more fetches. Give me the fetches. They get an untapped Swamp. They got 6 mana. They cast the Commander with 2 mana up. Maybe a protection spell of some description. Maybe just a giant fucking Ox. That's so funny. Okay, that's a 6/6 essentially. We're going to get beat down so fucking hard. I'm going to play this Oracle Moldiah and hope to God there's a land on top. We are playing 39 of the fucking things. It is land, groweth, land, pay to life, groweth. It's now a 16/16. Do we want the Cauldron? We don't want the Cauldron. We want the Reclaimer. My favourite English rock band, the Elvish Reclaimers. No attacks. If they have a simple lowly removal spell, hopefully a Plowshares. Plowsharing my Mossborn Hydra here to put me 16 life up so I can survive like 2 swings from the fight they have here. Also, does this turn Defender off? Yeah, it does. It does. It's like Doran the Siege Tower, but like strictly better. Guess he's not a tree. Some people love trees. They sacrifice the Ox and draw 6 cards and discard 0. That seems so fucking good. Oh my god, I wish I was doing that right now. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4. Wow. Well, the Mossborn Hydra's gone. Sacrifice the rest. So we're going to go this one, this one. That's not so bad. It was a 3 mana removal spell for just Mossborn Hydra. I wonder if I'm meant to kill the Commander who have Toxic Deluge. Probably not. Take 4. We drew a Misty and we find Twisted Landscape on top. We will play my Commander. We will play the Landscape to dig deeper. We will sack the Landscape. Put some counters on my Elvish Reclaimer, I guess. Go and get a Forest. Comes to play tapped. We've got Tannic Tea Cakes, the smaller version of him, on top of our library. But I guess I'm just going to go crack a Delta and play this Agatha's Soul Cauldron or the Insidious Roots. Or with the Soul Cauldron. We'll put counters on the Reclaimer to make him really big. Get a Swamp untapped. Play the Cauldron. We can eat their Ox to put a counter on one of our things. No attacks. End turn. We still get Tannic next turn, which is pretty exciting. He is landfall, shoot them for 1. Which is pretty good with Splendid Wreck in our hand. It's going to draw 4 cards. This could just turn face up. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a 1/10. They're just going to draw 10 cards. Discard 1. That seems quite good. A 2/5 to draw a card. Okay. No card draw from them this turn. So Soul Cauldron's going to put a counter on Szarel. So every time we sack a land now, we'll actually grow our creatures by 3, not 2, because it's equal to his power. We drew Tannic. Corvold on top. I guess we go Tannic. We go Polluted Delta. Shoot them for 1. I kind of want to draw this Corvold. So we'll go Twisted Landscape. Shoot them for 1. Draw the Corvold. And then we can cast the Corvold for 5 mana. And when he enters, we're going to sacrifice this Forest. This Swamp even. We're going to put 3 counters on Corvold. Corvold's just going to get fucking huge. We're then going to go ahead and sacrifice the Polluted Delta. Draw a card, make a counter. We're going to put 3 counters on this Oracle. Corvold gets bigger. He's a 9/9. Get a Raucous Theatre. Do we need a mana here? No. Get a Raucous Theatre. Shoot them for 1. Surveil 1. Put Hoof on top of our library. It means we win next turn, I guess. Although we are sacrificing this, it doesn't really matter. We're going to put some counters on Corvold, make him real big. I could have actually used Agatha's Soul Cauldron to put a counter on Szarel before we did any of this. Okay. We're going to go to combat. And do they have any reach? I guess we get him. No. We need blockers. Because we win the attrition war, right? Like, they're going to draw 10 cards, but then you have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. It's only 9 mana. What can you do with 9 mana? Win the game? Okay, they're drawing 10 cards, discarding 1. It costs them 3 mana to do it, so they're down to 6 mana now. They could just wrath us, but we drew so many cards, we're kind of on par with them at the moment. Sadly, our most impressive creatures in play right now, Szarel, Tanak, and Korval for like the damage output and the card draw and the engine. Can't be Springheart and Tuckoed with Bestow to grow more copies of them. We can make more copies of Oracle Mod, I guess. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. That is so good in their deck. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, eat this up, and put a counter here, and then lose all of our team, which is fine. We can recover. We can recover. We've got bodies in the bin now for Insidious Roots plus Agatha's Soul Cauldron, right? And we got an ability in there with our Elvish Reclaimers, that's something. I lied, they just Presaged my fucking Agatha's Soul Cauldron whilst I was coughing my guts up. Okay, commercial district it is. Surveil, no, we'll leave Lumra on top. How many lands are in our bin? Some number, 3. Do we have any landfall triggers in our hand? Conrad, maybe? Springheart and Nantuko? Is there a world where we go create a hoof, Nantuko it, play a land, make a create a hoof? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 10 mana, 11 mana, 12 mana to do that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With a land, 11. 8 for the hoof, 2 for the thing, 2 for the thing. That doesn't get us there. Okay, next plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 mana. So we go Sir Conrad, then we go Misty. I hope we got a fetchable land off this. If we don't, we can't play Lumra. We do, just. And then we go Lumra, which will mill 4 and put all our lands back into play. Alligator went into the bin. We got loads of lands, we don't get much to do with it. They got a 4 grip and a lot of mana. We had a 4 grip and a lot of mana and didn't do anything with it, really. I actually think just deluging the commander and the Crystal Barricade away might have been the answer there. They make a 7 carried here, they make a Blight Pile. Each opponent loses X, where X is the number of creatures defender you control. Whee! That's 3 a turn. It's not so bad. It's 4 a turn with the Shield Mage making walls. Cool deck. Very cool deck. I guess they just die if we, like, crackle off fetches, deluge them, swing with Lumra. They make a wall. I guess we could also just cast Hoof, right? Play a Field of Ruin. I guess I'll sack this Misty. Go and find our land. Do we have one? Zaitor is Proving Ground. Okay. Should have done that with the Springheart and Tucko first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 8 for this. 10 for this. Okay then. So we're going to go Springheart and Tucko. Splendid Wreck. Whole priority. Should have cracked this Foothills first, right? Yeah, I should have cracked the Foothills first. Make a 1-1. Cast this Hoof and see if that's enough to kill him. It probably is. If they ever remove a spell for Lumra, maybe we don't kill him here. Create Hoof is such a boring end, but game's got to end, right? Promise you control, gain hexproof and trouble to a turn. Okay. I still get to trample them for like a whole bunch, right? This is still 43, and they only have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 plus 18 is not 43, right? If they block down a creature and kill it as well, that's 1 more point of damage from Sir Conrad. I might have a mountain in my deck for this Foothills, which allows me to ring them as well. We got him! Yeah, boy! That deck was very cool. We killed them with Hoof. I do realise that's kind of boring, but we did some of the stuff beforehand. We had some land looping and counting. Big counting, big landing. We're up against some fucking dragon. When you mill cards, you make zombies, right? It mills cards, put a land to play, whenever one of my lands leave your grave and make a 2-2. It is a cool card. We have 3 lands, Sabotender, and a 1 ring, and a reanimate. I'm on. I'm on board. I'm in. Damn it, bitch. I'm in. We're going to go Forest, pass the turn. We'll be pinging ourselves to play Sabertender next turn. Nothing from them. Actually, I'm going to play Garlic Greeters this turn and play Sabertender next turn to get treasure out of it. They have a Consider. I thought they'd have a removal spell for my Garlic Greeters then. I was about to lose my mind. 1 mana blue-green. What is this? Pongify? In this economy? Swamp from our opponent. Mesmeric Orb from our opponent. This is really good for our reanimate plan here. Oh, we hit Mossborn Hydra. Sweet. We're going to go Sabertender. Make a tapped treasure. We'll then play a Riveteer's Outlook. Sack it, ping them for 1, gain 1 life, get a lamb. We're going to get a swamp here. Go to combat and hit them for 1. So next time we can get a Mossborn Hydra, which does ask them, do you have removal? Otherwise it's going to beat the living shit out of you. Aftermath Analyst. I want an Aftermath Analyst. I guess they could sack it and then we could get it out of the bin with Reanimate and then sack it. That's pretty good. So we put Land, Splendid Wreck, Thoughtseize, and Zartor's Proving Ground, and an Innkeeper into the bin. We draw Ancient Tomb, which means we can play our commander here. Well, we can actually play Gladius Amicitia here as well. Because we don't have another land drop here, so playing our commander doesn't do anything. I don't think they're wrathing us here. I'm happy to just mill like most of my deck away, to be honest. Here comes Gladius. We're going to go ahead and make a tap treasure token. We're going to go searching for a land. Do we have a good ETB other than Surveil? We have Stripmine. Could really fuck with them if they, like, tap their mana. Yeah, we'll get Stripmine. Because we can replay it off our command next and we can double strip mine them. We're going to give this bad boy trample. Go to combat attack with a 4-3. We look like a Final Fantasy deck over here. I guess we got 2 Final Fantasy cards in play and 2 lands from Edge of Eternity as well. So we are playing the new stuff. We are playing the new stuff. Do they block here? They don't. They're too excited to get lands off the Aftermath Analyst. They're going to mill some cards, wash away into the graveyard. They're going to play Isatil Explorer. They're like us, but they're in Bug instead of Jund. They're actually a bug. We're actually a bug. They're like metaphorically a bug. So we're going to untap and mill a load of stuff. Oh no. Our Hearth Hull, which is probably a better commander if I'm honest. Primeval Titan into the graveyard. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Let's play our commander and see if it resolves. It does resolve. We'll make a tap treasure. We'll destroy target land this island. No, this breeding pool. Let's put some counters on the Saber Tender. And then play a Stripmine. We're going to go ahead and do Gladius to put like +2/+2 on the Szarel here. Then we'll Stripmine their green source. Sack this, put 4 counters on. He doesn't have trample. Gala Greeters doesn't either, but we'll put it on Gala Greeters. Then use the 1 black mana off of this treasure to bring out Primeval Titan out of our graveyard into play. I'm talking like a Yu-Gi-Oh player. To bring out Primeval Titan here. Okay, I'm now being too dramatic. To bring out Primeval Titan, that hit us 2 lands. That gets 2 triggers. We'll go pump here with trample, pump here with trample, and go to combat. Yeah, double strip mining both green sources made our opponent scoop. Who would have thought that would happen? There was one card that I haven't put in here that I do want to put in here, which is Spelunking. Getting lands untapped off of all of our Enter the Battle tapped effects would be very good. I guess I'm going to get rid of Warren Soul Trader simply because we don't have that many tokens a lot of time. That's an update to the deck midway through recording. It is time to play into Muldrotha, another graveyard-based deck. Our opening hand is black source and 2 colorless lands, so we're going to mulligan. This has no green source. Can we surveil into a green source? I reckon we can. We play a lot of green sources. Also, we could Midgar away the Bloodghast. It's slow and cumbersome, but it is a thing we can do. They go green source into Sprawl. We are fucked. It's so over. It's not even... Oh, God. Right. Let's go Requus Theatre. Put the Biotech Specialist in the bin, which makes me very sad because I love that card. But we need a green source. In order to play the Bloodghast, you must play the Midgar, which means we can't use the Midgar to sack it to react a raid. So this hand was bad. This hand was very bad. Is my loss in this video going to be to keeping a terrible hand? I don't know, like when you get a free mulligan, it incentivizes you even less to actually mulligan correctly, right? Llanowar Elves and Tangled Florhedron from our opponent mean they got shit tons of mana dorks and not much to do with it. We're going to go with Cryptic Caves here. I probably want to use this spell. How the fuck am I going to do that? Hit a black source or a green source? It could happen. Stranger things have happened. They cast Muldrotha. They don't play the land. Okay, play Barbarian Ring. Pass back to them. Our mana really isn't as bad. Our mana is predominantly green. I'm almost certain of it. Although, to be honest, I might switch Barbarian Ring out for the tapped green land that becomes a Gaia's Cradle. That seems quite good in this deck. That's another change that I think I'll make. They play a Stripmine. I think that's game. Sadly. They got Muldrotha in play, right? If we draw a green source this turn to play the Analyst, there's a chance. A fetch land being much better because it will give us a land in the bin to activate for the Analyst later. In for 6. Yep. We don't draw here. I'm just going to scoop it up. Okay. I want to say good game. It wasn't. And it's no one's fault but my own. I kept a terrible hand. And the deck punished me for doing so. I still think it's on me. I don't think our mana's that bad. And for that reason, I'm going to get in here and do another little fix for it. We're going to add... There's a lot of red-black there, isn't there? But everything else makes green? Not necessarily. Maybe we are a bit heavy on the red-black. I'm going to drop Ravenous Ruins. I think Barbarian Ring's way better because of the low cost. And we're going to add the new land from Edge of Eternity. Not this one. Oh no, is it Mythic? Oh no. Oh no, I can't put it in! I'm out of Mythics! Well, shit. Just another forest it is until I get a Mythic wildcard then. We are into... What the fuck is this? Vanille Chivalrous. What the fuck is this? Oh, whenever it enters, mill 2 cards, then return an opponent card from your graveyard to your hand. Beginning your main phase, you may, if you own both Vanille and Fang, transform it into Ragnarok. When it dies, you return target non-legendary opponent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Fine. We've got 2 lands. We've got an Analyst and a Biotech Specialist. We're going to keep this. We're going to lead with Commercial District. We're going to Surveil 1. Strip Mine. It's a land. We won't be strip mining them, I don't think. Unless we draw a green 1-drop creature here. Wait, so Manifest Dread, an enchantment, all this. Wow, okay. There's a chance the strip mine of the green source here is very strong. I'm going to try it. For science, right? For science. Because we've got a green source in hand here, or black source to play other things. If they struggle to play a green source here, we might have actually just took them out of the game with Stripmine. Showing why it's an unhealthy card to... Huh, okay. Oh, my Stripmine's gone. We didn't get double Stripmine them. Very fair. Some counterplay. Prismatic Vista, sack it for green. I don't think Stripmine should be legal in this. Well, maybe I need to get a black source there. I wasn't thinking. Much like... very much like me, right? Anyway, I'm wondering if, like, Stripmine's actually fine if you do treat this like dual commander. Oof, no green source. Palantir, though. Pretty reasonable hit. No blocks. Take one. I'm going to just let them mill the cards. They top them both. They hit land. We lose nothing. We find the ring. Play this as a tap land. We're going to play a biotech specialist because it makes a lander token, which will allow us to get a black source. I was going to make a tapped treasure here. In for one. Bang. Journey to Eternity. So when it dies, it comes back. Is that what it does? And they sack it to Undead Butler. Wait, how the fuck did they sack it? Oh, Phyrexian Tower. Okay, sure. Arena was not very clear there. We lost, like, tons of life there. That's fine. Everything is fine. Palantir targets me. Yeah, so our ring turns it off for a turn. We'll play a Cauldron Familiar. That'll do 2 damage to them because we sacked a treasure to do so. Enters, it pings them for 1, we gain 1. And then we're going to make a tap treasure. Then we're going to play Aftermath Analyst, which is going to gain us 2 life. And mill 3 cards, which hits 2 lands and a Mossborn Hydra. And then we'll just sack our lander in the end step. We'll attack for nothing. And when this dies, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. This 5 mana reanimates, right? What's in the bin right now? A slime for nothing too scary. So it's just died and put no more creatures into the bin. There's a Timeless Witness in the bin. Golgari Find Broker. I consider put that in this deck just to get like lands back and stuff as well. They finally hit another green. Oh, they got loads of green sources now. They're loving life. They're going to pulse my Aftermath Analyst. Okay, that's fine. We're going to sacrifice our lander, deal 2 damage to them, get a black source. We'll let them draw a card this turn, I think. On our turn, we find Midgar. We'll play the ring. We'll draw a card. We'll play a land tapped. No combat. Pass back to them. We could like Diabolic Intent our Cauldron Familiar away and go get our Oven. We could also go and get a Reanimate to bring back the Aftermath Analyst. They Phyrexian Tower, then the Butler away, putting a creature back in their hand. They put Timeless Witness back in their hand. To a target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. They're going to kill our Biotech Specialist, I'm assuming. They're thinking about Garlic as all Biotech Specialists. Both are valid targets for this. They're both quite good. I mean, Biotech Specialist literally kills them over time. They're going to kill the Specialist. That is fine. I need a Mass Reanimation spell. I might need to play, like, Consult the Dreadhorde or something. They Timeless Witness. They get back anything from the graveyard. They get back Casualties of War. Okay, that kills not the One Ring. We find Sir Conrad. He'll be a Casualty of War, am I right? We're going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. Nurturing Peatland and Feed the Swarm. We'll play a Nurturing Peatland. We'll Diabolic Intent the Cauldron Familiar away. I'm actually going to go and get the Oven, because I think that'll cause them to like have to Casualty of War it away. I thought I didn't have it in the deck then. I was about to get very annoyed at myself. We'll go Bloodghast. Could have got this back this turn, to be fair. Make a tap treasure. Make an Oven. Activate, kill the Bloodghast. This is going to exile our graveyard and remove a card from our hand anyway, so we're going to get rid of this enchantment. Take 3 for the privilege. And then no attacks and pass the turn. We'll do the cat at instant speed. Hasn't been alchemied away from that, right? Just can't block. Just so, like, if they use the Casualties of War, we can do something about it. Here comes Vanille. Oh, she mills 2 and then puts opponent back into hand as well. So she's kind of better than Fine Broker. What does this do? Whenever this creature attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. If a card is exiled this way, you may conjure a duplicate of that card. Okay. That's a magic card that we don't want to see. Enters or attacks. Okay, fuck. They target the Bloodghast. Okay. Well, Bloodghast ain't coming about them. But they got a Bloodghast in the top 5 cards of their library, which might be a little bit useless for them. We'll make a treasure. Bloodghast in the top 5 cards of their library. They play Old Rustine. They mill the Bloodghast because it's on top. That's pretty good, right? No blocks, take 3. I'm going to let them draw a card here because I'm so low. We untap and take 2 from the ring. We find a Twisted Landscape. So Sir Conrad plus the Cauldron Familiar is some amount of damage. They have a Casualties coming up, though, which is pretty big. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 9 mana is 1 short of Szarel plus. So I guess I'm going to activate this ring here. It's 1 mana down, but we draw 3. We find a land. Deluge does a lot here. Deluge does an awful lot here, actually. X equals 4 kills everything. Would kill Conrad, so we don't want to do that. I think we blow up the Familiar. Then we go Deluge equals 4. This definitely hurts, but it clears the board up, right? Then we go Petrified Field. Then we go Commander. No. Oh God, we're almost dead to our own ring here. I might have to eat this food. I think we just play an Umbral Zealot and cycle this. That actually hurts to cycle. Okay, end the turn. We're on 4. Our ring's going to put us to literally 1. We have a food in play, which brings back the familiar. I guess like we could play Sir Conrad, get some pings off of... Oh, it only pings them, it doesn't drain them. They can get Findbroker back with Azathow, which will get back... the thing that kills a thing. They cast a Chrome Mox to get to the 3 mana. They cast it. Power 2 less. It can't kill our Umbral Collar Zealot, interestingly. We're going to bring the familiar back here. We're on 5. We're going to let them draw a card. Do you know what? I'm going to crack this peatland now in response. They can draw a card. We're going to crack this. Draw a card. We drew Riveter's Outlet. That negates a life. We take 3 from the ring. We draw Goblin Bombardment. That is a magic card that does things, right? Like, it gives us 2 damage on board. That's not enough. So Conrad, it's 4 damage on board. That's not enough. If we sack Sir Conrad, which is oven, we get 2 food out of it. That's 6 life. So we play Sir Conrad. We play Riveter's Outlook. We go and get a forest. We gain life to 3. We keep mana up for the food, and we pass the turn. No attacks. We're going to reveal our hand and take a Goblin Bombardment. That's fine. Maybe we should have played it because we had the 2 treasures. Maybe that's the thing. They bring back their Bloodgoth that has haste. Oh, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. They crack the fetch, going to 13. They bring back their commander. As we get them a permanent back. Binding of the Old Gods. Yay. So much removal. Right, where's the binding going to go? Going to target Sir Conrad. We're going to activate Witch's Oven to kill the Conrad to make 2 food. They're going to go to combat. They're going to swing for 5. We're going to block like this. And then we'll go up to 9. Take 2 down to 7. Let them draw a card. Oh, this is rough. We get a Verdant Catacombs off the top. That's fucking bad. Okay, play our commander. Play a Nurturing Peatland. We're gonna draw a card. Find a 6 mana creature. We'll draw 3 more. Fuck it. 4 more. Find a Halfling. Find a Safekeeper. Play the Sylvan Safekeeper. Go to combat with a Cauldron and attack. If they don't block, they're dead. They saw the line of blocking. So we will give this creature Hexproof. Shroud, sorry. And we'll sack this Petrified Field. Put 2 more counters on our Cauldron Familiar. Okay. We don't have any mana to sack our food, but we can do it in response to the 1 ring, like, ability. So they can get a forest. We take no damage this turn, basically. So exile our graveyard, sure. Goodbye, graveyard. You weren't useful anyway. We can kill him next turn by giving something like trample and a lot of damage, right? But it's just too late. Just far too late. Casualties of war. Destroy this land, the oven, and the Safekeeper. Okay, we're gonna sack to give itself Shroud, this mountain, which will trigger our commander, and then we'll sack another land to give it Shroud again. This forest. Oh, we don't trigger our commander out of our turn. We'll activate the Witch's Oven, sack off the Cauldron Familiar. This gives us 2 food. Witch's Oven is gone. Sylvan Safekeeper's still here, but he is blocking this turn. What does this do? Whenever 1 more creature you control dies, get food. Okay, they go to attacks. They attack like this. We go to blocks, and we block like this and like this. Okay, because we had to sack so many lands, we're not really in this now. We're still far behind. Is there a world where we can take 2? Because we're going to gain 6, take 4. Because we have to crack 1 food if we don't take 6, right? So, yeah, that's our plan. They make a food. We get to make a cat back, which means we survive on 1 without cracking any food. They're going to draw a card. If we had Sylvan Safekeeper here, we could actually, like, just sack onto the Cauldron Familiar. We're going to let them draw a card. We're going to untap and lose 4 life. We're going to draw a card for the turn and draw a tracker. Okay, can we win from here? We can play a land and play Gladios, which gets us a land. And that's just not enough. I'm gonna draw 5 cards. We need like a Splendid Reclamation or something. Create Hoover is good, but it's not good enough, right? We need Splendid Rec, we need Lumara, we need something like that. There's 1/1 as well, so we can't even crack the Misty. Play the Twisted Landscape, shoot them for 1. Sacrifice this. 2 counters on our Cauldron Familiar. Go and get a forest, shoot them for 1. They're on 10, we can hit them for 5 here. That is not enough, is it? That is not enough. It's quite a close game. Play an Arcane Signet, play a Halfling, die to our own ring. Okay, I tried. That was close. That was very close. Oh, hang on. We aren't dead to our ring here because we're on 1. If we take no damage from them, we don't die. Wait, did I just punt this? Oh, shit. I might have punted this. Binding of the Old Gods gives them a way to kill a creature. They kill my commander, which is wrong, right? Oh my god, am I still alive? They're on 8. Go to combat. We block. Oh no, we only have 1 food. Why am I thinking I have 2 foods? Okay, on the stack. Let's go ahead and activate this ability to draw 6 cards. Any of these instant speed? No. We will then cycle this. We will sacrifice this. And we will die. Good game. That was fun. Magic's fun. 1 more time against Ratadrabik of Urborg. This commander's pretty fucking good. This guy copies non-legendaries. Oh no, copies legendaries and makes them non-legendary. I've got 4 mana, Silver Safekeeper, Mossborn Hydra, Voldaren, Thrillseeker might even just be a very early kill for Mossborn Hydra if they don't have removal. Let's go with Stomping Grounds, Sylvan Safekeeper. My dogs are excited because my wife is home. I'm passing back to them and they scoop it up. We won! My hand was actually so fucking gas as well if it didn't have removal, right? Just go like Mossborn, land drop, crack the fetch, put the Voldar into play the following turn, shoot them with it. Fuckers. Right, we're going to try one more time because that wasn't really a game, and we're into the Infinite Guideline station, which is pretty exciting. We're going to keep this with a Mana Dork and our own spaceship. Shocking the Tomb, play a Delight Halfling and pass back to them. Carplucin Forest into what the fuck that is. Make a lander token. Interesting. We're going to play a Mayhem Devil. Woo boy, that's pretty hot. I crack my fetch for that? Yeah, I am. Let's go get a red source. Probably a Stomping Grounds. Blood Crypt, sorry. Let's do that. Pay 2 life. Here's a Mayhem Devil. Obviously, we have no fetches in hand now, but Hearth allows us to sack bodies, sack lands to draw 2 cards and get another land drop and fire off the Mayhem Devil and similar. There's Ruby, Daring Tracker, a very good mana dork in this format. Taps for 1 though, so can't crack their lander right now. We drew a fetch land, which means we can go fetch land, sacrifice it, get a Mayhem Devil trigger, shoot Ruby, go and get a swamp, play Hearth Cull World Seed. Oh, I have the mana to activate it. That was fucking stupid. I thought I could activate Hearthhold there and play another land, but I forgot that it costs some mana to activate. And I got a station, which I should have done there. People have been saying this card is bad. When you play it like that, it is bad. They sack a lander, we get a Mayhem Devil trigger, which will just ping them for 1. They failed to find a basic land and scoop. I think their deck might have been configured badly. I think it might be a first test run, right? Because these lands don't seem optimum. I'm making a lander off of an interesting card that I don't know if it's really that playable in this format. Then not find a basic. Yikes. We're going to try again. One more. We're up against Kambal, the Content Allocation, a vintage staple, which is a line from a stream that I did 6 or 7 years ago, so if you do remember that, you are both old and a real one. No green source, no third land, we're going to mulligan. Green source and a third land, we're going to keep. We don't really have much to do in the early game apart from upgrade something like their commander, but having a kill your commander early on, as one of your the opponent's commander early on, as one of our game actions, it's not terrible. Phyrexian Tower will be our second land. We're going to keep... Ooh, I just realised we don't have a black source. We're going to have to put Thoughtseizes on the bottom, into the graveyard. Sorry, not even on the bottom, better than that. Get rid. We're never seeing you again. Also, one of my least favourite arts for Thoughtseizes. I do really like the man eroding into dust from Theros, and I absolutely adore, hence why I've got a playmat of it, the original Lorwyn. Fairy picking the thoughts out of your ear. Scarab Barons gain life. We get a Petrified Field. We'll just play the field, keeping up a braid. Delta from our opponent. They're going to sack it, going back down to 25 from 26, thanks to the Scarab Baron life game. We're now even. No one is winning. Soul Warden. They're a full-on Soul Sister deck. Okay. And a Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't know what this does. Creates a food, and on the other side, once creature enters up to 1 target creature, +6/+X, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Interesting. I might just kill this Soul Sister now. Yeah. It means that, like, they're going to struggle to just play this next turn and kill my Tireless Tracker. There's a Tracker. 2 colorless lands, 3 colorless lands, arguably. Bit rough. Lotho, Corrupt Sheriff. This card is pretty damn good. CDH staple. When the player casts a second spell each turn, you lose 1 life and create a trace token. We're going to go ahead and... Am I spelunking? I think I'm spelunking. So I'm going to spelunk. Draw a card. I can put a land onto the battlefield. Just going to enter tap because I don't need the mana right now. Still enter tapped anyway. I'll untap anyway because spelunking. Twisted Landscape. Make another treasure. Clue even. Sacrifice this. Go and get a forest. Should have maybe got another black source, to be honest. Attack with a 3/2. If they block, we crack a clue. If they don't block, we crack a clue. We crack a clue either way, basically. Draw a card, hit them for 4, or kill this. They block. I haven't played this card yet with this Technomancer, but it seems pretty interesting. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice another creature you control. If you do, create treasures tokens equal to the creature's power. Plowshare's my Tireless Tracker. Sag, go to 29. Get hit for 2. They missed the land drop again. Wowzer. They should have watched my land drop video. Phyrexian Tower. That sounds so sarcastic. I'm sorry, opponent. Phyrexian Tower. Play, like, discount Primeval Titan that I think is actually better in our deck. We'll go and get... I'm going to be an absolute bastard. Are you ready for this? Stripmine. No more white sources for you, opponent. I was enjoying playing Magic, but it's a zero-sum game, right? Oh, they hit a land drop. Okay, we're going to go Commander. We're going to go Stripmine. We're going to give him some buffs. We're going to destroy a white source again, I'm afraid. Because we sacked it, we get to put 4 counters on Gladios. They've seen enough. Was that rude? Was that rude? It's a 1v1 environment. Like, if we're playing Commander, I'd be the bag. Oh my god, I feel dirty. I actually feel a little bit dirty. And that was Jundlands being heralded by Szarel, the Genesis Shepherd. I do genuinely believe that Hearthhold might be a better, more competitive, more leaner and lower to the ground commander, but I do think that Szarel is a more interesting deck. Because like I said in the intro, you're doing lands and aristocrats combined, and find the sweet spot between the two, your sacrifice outlets, your bodies, your land effects, your other payoffs, your singular Clothehoof Behemoth. There's all different sort of considerations to be made around how you build it. Do I think this is the best build of it? Absolutely not. It's just what I figured out this morning playing some games. But it's very fun. I do love land-based strategies. And I do enjoy taking a million game actions at once. I've been Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.